OTF Boona gets he duct tapes a man and he executes him. How, what do you think when you see something like that?
I'm gonna give a Dugard quote on this one. Uh, Certain people need to stay out the streets because that's what they made sidewalks for, right? Because if this is truly your culture, your belief system, the street shit, rules apply and rules are needed. We always had rules growing up. Some of those rules was you never take shooters when you're going to go take something. Because, we don't steal, we take. We gonna take something from you, you gonna know who took it from you, and we ain't doing no petty theft. If it's valuable enough, you don't deserve it, it's getting took from you. Simple as that. Whatever the repercussions are of that, it is what it is. It's gonna be what it's gonna be, I should say. Problem is, you took whoever took him on this robbery. Obviously, what he's good at is shooting, because to be a good taker crew, the only way you gonna go a long stretch without getting caught is if you keep the violence to a minimum.
Right.
Point blank period. Point blank period. His decision making. This is the thing, bro. Like, guys be emotionally charged. They fight an inner zest monster, personality traits. They all Percocets, lean, weed, drugs. Where's your mental state at? You know what I'm saying? If this man is tied up, he got frustrated. He didn't know how to pull information out of somebody without using brute force. You feel me? He didn't have his toolbox when it was time to get violent. He didn't have many violent tools. All he had was his feet, his hands, and that gun. And he got to pay the consequences for that. So let this be a lesson to all of the guys watching this. There are no Glocks, no guns, no drums in that jail, my boy. You're gonna be in there balling up, bro, grave. So keep that in mind, bro. This shit nonsense, bro. He done took this man's life, tied him up. He was already tied up. So this lets you know he didn't go in there with a mask on. You feel me? So they going in there with no mask, tied people up. They didn't watch too many movies, man. Circumstantial evidence, phone records. Everybody got a ring camera. And these guys be having dreadlocks, bro. Like, everywhere you go, you can drop some dread hair. I don't care what nobody say. All it takes is the right forensic investigative team to show up someplace, and they can find a strand of hair, run it through the convicted felon system they got DNA samples from, and bang, they put you at the scene of the crime. That's how the world is working, bro. And when AI comes, when AI fully is full fledged, it's gonna be hard to get away with crime for sure, for sure.
Right. Yeah, they're gonna have to make robots doing all the killing now. that's a,
So
that's
look,
a,
so you see, certain universities to combat active shooters are all purchasing these armed, militarized kill drones. If you got a mass shooter, they can hit the button. The drones dispatch. They are equipped with firearms on the drone. They finna come nail your ass. They call it a real airstrike on you on the gas. That's what's going on. It's coming, man. AI is about to crush the middle class, bro. People need to go into HVAC. They need to go into electrician work, electrical work, because AI needs so much electricity and it needs AC to keep cool to power it. Those sectors are gonna boom. People have to reskill, but the middle class is going to get crushed. There's no way around it. Another reason why I came over here to Africa, because they consider it witchcraft. And it's going to hit here a lot less. It's going to be a lot less impactful when it hits here, and it's going to take a lot longer. So, you know, I want to see it being used to empower humanity instead of making us obsolete. because the average 9 to 5 worker has a job that a robot can do. They have Chinese factories that are operating completely in the dark. Everything is being built by these robots, solar powered buildings. They have the lights, there's no lights on in the building. Robots don't need light to work. Robots don't have kids. Robots don't got to take a break. Robots don't smoke cigarettes. Robots don't get sick. You see what I'm saying? Robots don't need housing. Robots don't have to go home. The robot can stay right there on the premises. This is another reason why we've seen Trump with his tariff war to make these big companies put factories here in the United States of America to make there be a boom of jobs. Simply because if we continue to outsource all of our labor workers, and then the laws against AI are going to be a lot weaker in these other countries. They don't care what they do with people. If it's up to them, all of their workers would indeed be robot workers. So a lot of false narratives are being painted. You see what I'm saying? They say the world overpopulated, but you got several countries that are paying people to come there and have children. Truth is, the birth rate is on a decline in certain DNA strands on this planet. 100,000 years ago, something happened, man. 100,000 years ago, something happened. Humans was able to outcompete 6 other humanoid species on this planet. 7,000 years ago, the white human arrived here, and they traced the location to somewhere in Scandinavia. You know, we got to start to really look at the grand scheme of things if we want a chance to try to have a future for our children's children, I should say, because it's looking ugly right now. But I'm remaining optimistic, Rook. Shout out Real Life Street Stars for sure.
Uh, we had Do or Die on the platform, right?
Shout out Do or Die. For sure. What they was on?
Uh, I, they was real cool, bro. I was asking them about you know, the history of Chicago and things like that, and um, yeah, he was just telling me about like Chicago's always been that way. The internet just made it real famous.
The onset of the internet definitely put a spotlight on things that was already deeply entrenched and taking place in Chicago for sure, bro. Like it's been the same way since I was a kid. It's just that there's completely no structure now. So things you would have to get permission for, like you don't got to get the permission no more. That's what led to the chaos. You feel me? Once all leadership structures were removed, and then we seen the children of the crack babies overpopulate the street. That's what led to what it is now. You feel me? Because we ain't have no Snapchat on our phone. We had flip phones and Nextel chirps and shit like that. You know,
Right.
we don't have that. It's just a whole big cultural difference. One of my homies called me, and I'm with my homegirl, and I was like, "All right, boy, stay dangerous." She says, "What? Why would you tell him to stay dangerous? He needs to stay safe." I'm like, "Sweetheart, I'm from America." You feel me? Like, I'm from America. It's a whole different ball game. Like, I haven't heard outside of that war zone area I was in. I haven't heard a gunshot. I haven't needed a gun, and that's just a sobering feeling because, bro, my ex used to say I'm trifling how I sleep with that rifle, and it's just like, bro, you just want to give yourself a chance to win, and it's like I feel like we brought up in this culture like these people have no idea. Like over here, they have no idea about our cultural norms. It just don't exist, bro. And it's wild to see. Like people here that stay dangerous and be outraged by it, bro. Grave, outraged by it, and it's just like we over here staying dangerous, and they got a sign by the beach that warns you about the danger of mermaids. Fucking crazy. It's crazy. Just think about that. While you right there in Texas, and we just had a conversation like, man, if somebody pull up to your crib, you killing them. Bro, they got a sign over here that warns you about being at the edge of the water too late at night because of mermaids will get your motherfucking ass. So it's a lot of things. We up against a lot right now, man.
We up against a lot.
We up against a lot, bro. Straight up. I got another food drive coming up too, man. I want y'all to help out with that because it's a lot of big artists over here and they following me. You feel me? And the Kenyan people and Africans support Africans majorly, majorly. So like, man, that's a whole other market for y'all to get into, bro. Cause, bro, it's Africa is huge, bro. This continent is. You can fit all of America in the Sahara Desert alone. Think about that, and that's one small part of the continent. So man, we going into a real another war zone, and we're gonna be feeding the orphans, bro. So it's going down right now, Rook.